Hey everybody, welcome to my first episode of a Demon's Souls walkthrough. This game's been out for about 10 years now, so I thought it would be a good time to pull it out again and give it a go. So I'm just going to let the intro play out. Probably not going to say anything, so feel free to skip ahead if you have no interest in watching that. Alright, Demon's Souls. Let's start up a new game here, guys. I don't remember when the servers were taken down, but that's why it was taking so long to try to find them. Also, my screen brightness is being adjusted to max because the screen that I'm currently playing on is inherently darker than a lot of my other displays. So on the video, the dragon is pretty obviously there. I can still barely see it on the screen that I'm playing on, so just a heads up there. Fucking... So yeah, we're just gonna name our guy. And the gender doesn't play a huge role in this game. It kind of limits a couple armor sets. Other than that, I don't think it plays too heavy a role on the way the game actually plays out, like your interactions with NPCs or what have you. I kind of just scroll through the classes to see, what their starting stats are and what I want to be. You can kind of manipulate any class to be anything you want it to be in the end, but I kind of I ended up going with the Magician this time around just because I wanted to be something I don't usually play. I usually play a Knight or a Soldier, something kind of just more melee heavy. I thought it'd be interesting for this video anyway to go with a class that I've never played before. So that's why I went with that. And I think we have another cutscene coming up here, so I'll just let that play out.
King Allant XII, by channeling the power of souls, brought unprecedented prosperity to his northern kingdom of Boletaria. That is, until the colorless deep fog swept across the land. Boletaria was cut off from the outside world, and those who dared penetrate the deep fog never returned. But Valarfax of the Royal Twin Fangs broke free from the fog and told the world of Boletaria's plight. That the old King Allant had aroused the Old One, the great beast below the Nexus, from its eternal slumber. and that a colorless fog had swept in, unleashing terrible demons. The demons hunt down men and claim their souls. Those who lose their souls also lose their minds. The mad attack the sane, and chaos reigns. Valarfax spoke of the enticing power of the demon souls. Each time a demon claims a human soul, the demon's own soul is invigorated by the life force. And the power of a mature demon's soul is beyond human imagination. The legend spread quickly. Mighty warriors were drawn to the accursed land, but none have returned. Bjor of the Twin Fangs, Yurt the Silent Chief, Sage Urbane, Skurver the Wanderer, the Sixth Saint Astraea and her knight Garl Vinland, and Sage Frake the Visionary. The colorless deep fog slowly creeps beyond Boletaria's borders. Humankind faces a slow and steady extinction. The deep fog will eventually swallow all lands, near and far. But Boletaria has one final hope. A lone warrior who has braved the baneful fog. Has the land found its savior? Or have the demons found a new slave?
Brave soul who fears not death. I shall guide you. So that you may lull the old one back to slumber.
Okay, so full disclosure, I'm not a Demon Souls expert by any means, and this playthrough is not meant to be like a speed run deal. I'm kind of going to be going through the game as slowly and, I guess, carefully as possible, playing it in a way where I get to kind of see everything and playing safely, you know, to avoid dying. I'm not really going to try to rush too much. Yeah, every time I've played Demon Souls, it's kind of been in that almost speedrunner style where I rush past everything I don't care to see, and that's not what I want to do this time around. So, yeah, as you can see, I kind of switch out to my my wand there just to give the flame toss a test. I think Dark Souls uses like a charge, like a magical charge system, similar to Dungeons and Dragons, whereas this game has a mana pool, so just getting used to how much mana that actually takes from any given spell. That's kind of why I was testing it out. Also, it's really handy to be a ranged class in this game, whether you're an archer or a mage. If you're a beginner, I would definitely recommend a magic style class. Melee is fun, but I just feel like you have a bit more of an advantage when you play as a spellcaster. And that kind of goes for every Souls game that I've played so far. Yeah, so we're just gonna take out a couple of these guys here. I was really confused when I started as the magician and I saw in the cutscene I had a sword and shield, because I just assumed that I would only get a wand and maybe a dagger. you're not very strong with the sword and shield, but, you know, you can mitigate a lot of damage and still take out guys if you run out of mana. Or if you just choose to be more melee oriented, then yeah, that works pretty well. And to the next area. So again, what I tend to do is I usually play these games as a melee class, and I also am really stingy with my my healing items, or just items in general. But this time around, like I said, I'm gonna play it in a way that, you know, as safe as possible. Like, if I feel like there's a possibility that I am going to die, then I will pull back and heal, or, you know, do what I gotta do to survive. This was a good example of what not to do, hitting the wall with magic. So figuring out exactly where the spell starts and the trajectory it flies at. And again, taking out these blue-eyed knights is super easy with magic if you don't hit the wall. They can be a little tough, as you can see there with their shield up. They don't take that much damage, so with a sword and board, you're kind of it's more intricate of a fight. They're pretty good at blocking and parrying your attacks, so just something to watch out for. Catalyst, that's what they're called. I might just keep calling it a wand, I don't know. So I think here I was actually checking my menu to see what it is that my current spells actually do. So obviously I have the Flame Toss, which is a ranged fire magic attack, but I also have the Water Veil there under Souls in the middle, and I was trying to figure out what it is exactly that does, but I couldn't find like a description, which is why I'm kind of slowly scrolling through this to see if there's any indicator. So we'll get back to the action pretty quick here, but past me doesn't know what those spells do. And actually, at the time of recording this, I still don't know what the Water Veil technically does. I don't think I can read the description unless I go online or get to an NPC in the Nexus, to somebody who swaps out my spells. So again, just kind of taking my time looking around to make sure that I'm not missing any items. But another little area transition up here. And I know that there's a guy behind me. I thought there was a dude alive down here, but turns out, as soon as I got to the stairs, I was like, oh no, there's definitely an enemy behind me, not in front of me. And up these stairs is going to be our very first boss encounter, so I'll just, I put on the Water Veil here because I don't know what it does, and I thought, well, it can't hurt to have, and it looks like it increases my my armor, or some kind of resistance anyway. Again, I could look online, but I'd rather let the game be cryptic. I'll figure it out later. So here we have the Vanguard, and this is a boss fight where you're it's kind of one of those video game boss fights where you're supposed to die. They kind of expect you to, I guess. There is a bit of a, I guess, secret bonus to the introduction of this game if you manage to kill him. And yeah, he's really strong. Like, he almost killed me in one hit there. I kind of managed to get a handle on the swing, and you can see that the sword attack is incredibly weak against him, so I kind of back off and decide to use a bit more magic. He's actually not terribly difficult. He just feels like he's got a lot of health, and especially with a melee class, being melee, you have to get right in there and stay close. And if you don't really figure out where his axe is going to land and where your frames are, then yeah, he will kill you. And also that butt drop is one of those things too where you have to gauge it. You might think that you're far enough away, but you're close enough to get a little, like, just hit barely, and he'll knock you out. So yeah, that was kind of a weird graphic thing with his wing. But anyways, he's down, and we'll head over here and grab his soul. I think I was looking for another item or something. And this will show you the little bonus intro.